Hi boys and girls, welcome back. Today we're going to be continuing our conversation on the Pythagorean theorem, but this time working on the coordinate plane. So our objective for today is I will be able to find the distance between 2 points on the coordinate plane by using the Pythagorean theorem. Alright, so the three steps that we're going to have to follow is as follows. Step 1, create a right triangle extending from the diagonal line segment. So you're going to have one line segment on your coordinate plane and you need to create a right triangle. Number 2, solve for side A and side B on that right triangle that we just made. And step 3, use the Pythagorean theorem to solve for side C. So let's take a look and see what that looks like. So here we have a line segment, and the directions are find the distance between the 2 points using the Pythagorean theorem. So, as you recall, and you can look back at your notes, step 1 is to create a right triangle extending from the line segment. So it does not matter which way that you create that right triangle, our goal is for just to create the right triangle. So what I like to do is I like to just trace along and make that triangle as follows. See, I just went straight over, straight down, it's a right triangle. And it might be a good idea to label these points just so it makes our lives easier in the end. So this one right here, we're going to go over 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 and then up 2. This line segment, the new one that we just made, is going to be -2 up 3. So -2, +2. And then the last line segment that we that was already there, the last point would be -2, -1. Alright, so we made our triangle, we labeled the points. Next step, solve for side A and side B of the triangle. Now remember, side A and B, it does not matter which side that we pick as which, as long as side C is the hypotenuse. So I'm just going to say this is A and this is B. So let's go on off to the side and solve. So side A, the 2 points that make up side A is -2, 2, and -1. I'm sorry, -2, -1. Now, to find the distance between the two, remember distance, difference, so we're going to focus on one of the points, so the x or the y. So as you can see, we have -2, +2, -2, -1. Well, these -2's are the same, so we're going to ignore them right now. Okay, and we just want to look at the distance of the y values. So we want 2 minus -1. Alright, so remember we need to keep change opposites, so we can rewrite it as 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So side A is equal to 3. Okay, now let's look at B. So we do the same thing. Let's write down the 2 points. So -2, +2, and 3, 2. Okay, so those are 2 points, and we're only going to look at the ones that are different between the x and the y. So the y's are the same. So we're going to look at the 2 differences. So we have 3 minus -2. Okay, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Now, if you would have written it the other way, -2 minus 3, you would have got -5, and just make sure you want the absolute value because distance is always positive. Alright, so now we have the sides A and B, and we need to find C. So now we know we can use the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Okay, A is 3, so 3 squared plus B is 5. 5 squared equals to C squared. 3 squared is 9 plus 5 squared is 25 is equal to C squared. 9 plus 25 is 34 is equal to C squared. And the square root of both sides, so C is equal to, or approximately equal to, 5.8. So our answer is 5.8. Okay? And you can kind of see that we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish, but that doesn't really work, does it? We can't just count it. We have to figure it out exactly with the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, let's take a look at another one. Alright, so find the distance between the 2 points using the Pythagorean theorem. Same thing that we just did, but it's a negative slope instead of a positive slope, but it's the same thing. Step 1, let's draw the triangle. So it doesn't matter which way you draw it, so I'm just going to draw like boom, all the way down here. over. That wasn't very straight, but you get the idea. Okay, and I already labeled two of them for us, so let's label the last one, which would be, let's see, we have 1, 2, so -2, and it looks like -2, -2. Okay, okay, -2, -2. Same thing, we're going to label the points A and B. So A, we're going to use the points -2, 4. That's this point right here. And -2, -2, which is this point right here. Okay, so we can see that these -2's are the same, so we're going to cross those out. 4 minus -2 is equal to 4 plus 2, which is equal to 6. Okay, to find side B, we need to use the points -2, -2, and 3, -2. We're going to cross out the ones that we don't need, which would be the x's in this, or the y's, excuse me, in that case. So we have -2 minus 3. This is the one that I was talking about. It needs to be positive, so it's going to be -2 plus -3, which is equal to -5, but we need the absolute value, which is equal to 5. Okay, now we need to find the side length of angle C, or line C. So we have a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Angle A is 6, so 6 squared plus 5 squared is equal to c squared. 36 plus 25 is equal to c squared. 36 plus 25 is 61 is equal to c squared. And the square root of 61 is approximately equal to 7.8 is equal to c. Okay, so c is approximately equal to 7.8. Alright, so the thing, we just need to remember to follow those steps and you guys are going to be great. So here's you try problem, find the distance just like we did before. Please rewind and look at the video to try to figure it out. I don't know and I don't get it. It's not an appropriate answer. You can figure it out by looking at the video. And good luck, and we will talk about this when you come back tomorrow. Bye-bye.